Hi, this is Taki'h. I want to talk today about shadow work. I have talked about this numerous times. This time I want to bring your attention on how it is aligned with soul awakening and soul anchoring. So for most of my life, I have been driven to do shadow work with myself. And it's been a determination to go deeper, dig deeper, and to find truth, to find authenticity. It's been a personal drive that I know comes from lifetimes of other similar work. However, this work is not just about having a more pleasant, healthy, fulfilling personality in life. Yes, all those things happen. Your relationships improve, your living, your health, your beliefs, everything improves. And shadow work, as we do it in this lifetime, is preparation for the afterlife. It's preparation for going through the Bardo, for going through the transition between the lives where you are shown your desires and you are shown your shadows, you are shown your fears. So whether the shadows are in terms of fears or desires, you are shown that which you do not recognize as yourself, and you must be able to identify it as, see it as, yes, that is also me, or none of this is me, whichever way you look at it, but not fall into the fear, not fall into the desire. So that's how this work that we do now in workshops or in our relationships and our daily life has to do with the afterlife. It also has to do with soul awakening and embodiment in this life, in this body, now. So one of the things that most people don't know is that there are stages to soul awakening. And the first stage, the first initiation is that to realize I'm not content with what I have. Yes, maybe I have the funds and the family and the health and the social acceptable status. Things are successful or just functional and it's good. But it's not enough. Somehow I feel there's got to be more. And then we start to go on the search of the sacred or the more fulfilling or the deeper or the more authentic. So this is the first level of initiation, is to go searching beyond the comfort zone. If you think back to the Buddha, the great Buddha, when Gautama, the prince, decided to leave the palace compounds where his father had made sure that he had never seen hunger, he had never witnessed what it means to be hungry, to be ill, any of these pains of the human condition. So he went out and searched to discover what is that about, what does that mean, what is life really about. And so our search is very similar. We go out to discover what is this life really about, and what is my purpose in it, what's my part in it, and what am I really about? What does it mean for me to be me? And why am I here? So in that search, we go towards our second initiation, which is about starting to look beyond, that which we are not, that which is not us. The masks. And for that, we need to remove layers, remove masks. And that takes looking into the shadows. That takes looking under the rocks and the nooks and crannies with a flashlight or a feather duster, and with a sincere desire to clean all that out. And many don't have the stomach to cross over this threshold. It's like up to a certain point, yes, okay, I'm willing to see the bigger stuff that's like really in the way of me having some healthy relationships with perhaps my family of birth or my current relationship or family. But to go to the deepest shadows and the deepest core. The purpose of why we do that, if we are on the path of soul awakening and soul anchoring is so that we can remove as much of what is not authentic, and so that the soul can start to descend, not just as something that's like up here, floating around, and then we can say, oh yes, am I following my soul's path? Am I in connection with my soul out there, it's a separate thing. It starts to descend and anchor. I am a soul. Yes, I am this body, but I am also a soul. So to start to look at life and live life from the soul's perspective, as a soul, as opposed to consulting with a soul that's outside of me and that's a part-time or on occasion thing. So as we clear out these what is really not me and what is in the way, how is personality, the ego structure I have developed, getting in the way of me living my soul's purpose, of me living as a soul in this body, in this life. So it's not about killing the personality or destroying the ego or this kind of thing, but it's about aligning personality and soul. So some people think like, okay, this is like the hardcore thing of self-development is shadow work. Yes, but it has a purpose, a higher purpose in the afterlife, but also in this life, of allowing soul to descend through the mental realms, the belief systems, through the emotional body, that it's not, the emotional body is not throwing you right and left and shaking you from your center, from your awareness of who you really are, not this and that, but really who you are. And then descending all the way down to the base, into the animal, into our primal center, and letting there be a union between animal and soul, between dark and light, earthly and etheric, spirit. And then when the personality is not sabotaging and the emotional tornadoes are not flinging you right and left, throwing you across the room, then your soul can feel that it's safe and it's welcomed and it's here to stay. And then you can go into the subsequent initiations. And the third initiation is when you've done enough of that shadow work, you've brought your personality into alignment with soul purpose, so that it's supporting your soul purpose. They're working together and they share 50-50 of your life. That there's a marriage, a bond, a union, and they're standing for the same. They're standing for the same sacred, for the same purpose in life, in your life. And then through that alignment, that 50-50, then life force can start to penetrate, can start to infuse, can start to work you. The third initiation is when you surrender your soul. Soul surrenders itself. And I'm not the end all be all. Actually, I'm in service. I'm in service to life. I'm in service to the Great Spirit. Use me. I'm a tool. So, shadow work. Many times in the beginning we have amazing experiences, and these serve as carrots, as incentives for us to keep going, because it is challenging. It is challenging to look inside and to own that, oh yeah, this lives in me too. Yeah, this is alive in me too. Yeah, I've got this. Also, that which I point the finger out there and I project out there triggers me out there. I might even have a whole image and work around that, which I can't stand. Yeah, actually that lives inside of me. So that yes, can be challenging to face, but it is so worth it. Not only so that you can have a healthier life, your daily life, so that your soul can anchor and trust. And then when you are in the afterlife in Bardo, that you can get as far as possible, won't be thrown off by the fears and the desires that you are showing, and will recognize them. Yes, that's me too. Yes, that's me too. And as Gautama, the Buddha, he became the Buddha, as he was becoming the Buddha, this is what I have read. I wasn't there, and if I was, I don't remember it. Let me be honest. He said, there is no more house for this to cling on. There is no more, nothing that's left unturned, uncleaned inside, as he went through all his past lives and seeing all the shadows and the patterns and done away with everything that's not authentic. There was no structure left. It had all been dissolved because he could shine light in all of it. So that's what shadow work is about. I'm hoping that this message reaches to those who have perhaps been hesitant about it and feel like, actually I want to stay with heart up. Like, I don't want to go through the base, and I don't want to do the sexual or the embodiment or the Manipura, the solar plexus stuff that's stuck there around power, around money, around sex. There's every incentive to do so. If your purpose is awakening, enlightenment, full realization, shadow work is a must on the path. You will not get to third initiation without that. That's in the teachings. That's for those who are on that path, and for those who are more in the embodiment path and the self-development path, and I want to have a better connection with my body, I want to have better relationships, I want to have great sex, I want to enjoy, I want to be free, I want to live my truth, and all of that. Yes, in your personality life, yes, and there's more. That this becomes a path. That's why I did it for a decade. Is I did it because I just wanted to be healthier. I wanted to know myself. I wanted to know my authentic self and to stand in my truth, whatever that was, and I didn't know what it was, so I wanted to discover that. But as I walked on that path, then what was shown to me, what I've come to understand now, is that this has all along been the way that my soul can anchor and shine in this life, and so that I can know myself as a soul. And it's only when we get to the third initiation, in the said in the teachings, that our soul is really anchored, and that's when we start our soul's journey in this life. So everything else is preparation, including the shadow work. So this is meant to be incentive. This is meant to be a candle in the dark for whenever you feel discouraged or tired, or feel like, yeah, what's the point? Or I've done enough. Like that's enough. Like up to there, okay, that's enough. And take rest, recharge, give yourself full recognition for everything that you've journeyed through and where you've come, and then keep walking. And if you can't walk, crawl. But keep going. Keep going. It's totally, absolutely worth it. Freedom, love, truth. There's a beautiful Rumi quote about this. And he says, yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today I am wise, so I'm changing myself. And there's also Gandhi, who said, be the change you want to see in the world. So I leave you with these wisdoms, and be the change. Change yourself. Go through this path, go through this work, and know freedom. Know yourself as a soul. Do away with the illusions of your fears and your desires. Know yourself as everything, and yet nothing. It's the greatest blessing. So on that note, blessings on your journey. Thank you for joining.